Hey guys, Quad Cities Tesla Guy, and today I'm going to walk you through Sentry Mode and give you some tips and tricks on how to use it efficiently and some shortcuts and ways you can do this from your app as well as on the screen here. So first of all, Sentry Mode is going to be a part of the safety tab. So you can see it here, and you can have the option of turning it on and off here. And then you also will see this icon from time to time up top, the same little Sentry icon, and you can turn it on and off from there. Now, you can also turn it on and off from your phone. So if you have the phone app, if you create a widget, you can create this wide widget, and it gives you the option of seeing your top 5 controls that are on the control bar. And you can basically just tap on the icon on the widget to turn it on. And then once you're in the app, you could also just click on the same icon inside the control bar. Now, if it's not one of your controls, all you have to do is long press and you can add that up there. So like, let's say that you don't have Sentry up there, you can still open the controls by long pressing and you can turn it on and off that way. Now, if you don't have it up there and you want it up there, you can just drag it up all the way to the right and let go, and it will, well, typically it will work, but sometimes when your screen case is like mine, it's a little on the edge of the phone and it gets in the way. So I'm going to go ahead and try that again. So I'm going to move my lock up there and just kind of slide all the way to the right. And now I got 5 controls, and then I'm going to rearrange these like that, just the way I had it. You can also press the mic button, turn off Sentry Mode. So now Sentry Mode is off, and you can press the mic again and say, turn on Sentry Mode. And now it's back on. So that's a few ways that you can do it. Now, if you are using Sentry Mode and you honk your horn, there is a possibility that you could have this Dashcam auto on honk. So if you say on honk, what that means is anytime you honk the horn, it's going to save the video from the last part of your drive onto your thumbnail inside the glove box, and it will not get overwritten. You can then review that on the screen. So for instance, if I come in here and I go to Dashcam, I can see anything, any events that happened around my vehicle where Sentry Mode was on and it captured something. So see here, you can see on Sentry Mode, you can see like a list of things. You can see aware, handle pulls, panics, manual save, and honk. And then you have emergency brake on the far right. So these are all things that will be saved. You have the all option, saved option, Sentry options. And so that kind of breaks it down by the different types of videos that might get recorded. Now here on the right, you can see that I can jump to the next video, and I can also like scroll through the whole video here, left and right. So these are the videos that are recorded by Sentry Mode. And if I'm here and I want to jump to that red line event, I just click the jump to event and it takes me to that event. And then you can also see in the top here when this video was created, whether you had self-driving enabled or not, whether you were in drive, reverse, whatever, your miles per hour, everything is kind of captured here. Also, what you can see is you can see a grid layout of videos of your cameras. Now, this is me getting in the vehicle just the other day. This is your front camera, your rear camera, your left, your right, your left pillar, and your right pillar. So you can see all views of the camera. Just to note, there are other software options that you can get. I've actually never had an event occur where it sent it to my phone. So I'm not really sure when those events will come to me and if they ever come through the actual phone app, but they do get recorded just like you see here. As you can see, I had a blinker on. You can see your steering wheel moving there. It's pretty cool, everything that it records. Let's go ahead and let's just get out of the camera view. So we just swipe down and let's talk about the Sentry Mode options. So to even get to that screen, you don't necessarily have to click here and then safety. There is another way. You can just press the mic button and say, open safety. And if you just say open safety, it will open this up. And you can also do the same thing for all of these other menu options in your vehicle settings. So now if you don't know where something is for some reason, you can always come up here and you can search for it. So let's say that I want to search for Sentry Mode. I can find everything that has Sentry in the name or is related to Sentry. And then you can just click on this and it will take you to that page. Okay, so let's go through the options. We kind of talked about Sentry Mode on and off. There is some detailed information about what it does here. I'm not going to read that to you. It consumes energy while you're using it. So just keep that in mind, that if your battery gets down to the low power mode percentage that you've set in your vehicle will go into low power mode. Okay, so we have auto enable Sentry in park. So if you park somewhere, it will just automatically enable it. You can have camera-based detection turned on, and what that does is when the camera-based detection is enabled, Sentry Mode will use the vehicle's external cameras in addition to the vehicle's sensors to detect a security event while parked. If disabled, the vehicle will only save clips to the USB drive if a physical threat is detected. So I usually leave that on. I think that's the best option for me. And I do disable like Sentry Mode sounds. It just basically means that when Sentry Mode is turned on, it's going to basically make noises, honk, or whatever. Now, you also have view camera via mobile app. So what that allows you to do is it allows you to basically see the live camera from your phone. So when that's turned on and I'm not in the vehicle, I can actually view the multiple cameras from my phone as well. But while you're in the vehicle, this will not work. So I don't know why that is, why Tesla made that like some kind of safety feature, but they did. But you also have the option of honking your car, flashing the lights, farting, or talking to somebody through the external speakers to kind of scare them off from like doing whatever they want to do to your vehicle. So that's what the Sentry Mode sounds does, and the view camera via mobile app. So I have that on. That way, if I am somewhere and I see an event happen, I can look at my cameras and take a look at what's going on. Then you have the Dashcam options. And so it will save up to 10 minutes of video to your USB automatically when a vehicle detects an occurrence of a safety event. But manual is like where you have to tap the Dashcam icon to save anything. So I usually leave it set to auto. And then on honk for me, I like to leave that on so that if something happens, like where I have to honk my horn in a situation, it will record that event for me in Sentry Mode. I think it's a pretty cool feature. I leave it on auto and I leave on honk, so I can just honk the horn. And it will not only honk the horn, but it'll also save a clip. Then you have the option to delete any clips that you have on the thumb drive, and that will permanently delete them. So if you don't want to do that, I don't recommend that you click that. And then you can also format the thumb drive as well. The problem with this is if you have other things on there, let's say that you have a license plate or you have a custom wrap or anything else that you can customize for your vehicle, like a light show, whatever, you format it, you're going to lose all that information. Now, there is a way of daisy chaining like multiple thumb drives like in a row and having different things on each one. You can even take a SSD drive and you can partition it so that the first partition has your Sentry Mode video. The second partition might be like your light shows, or maybe the third partition is your custom sounds. So that's all things that you can do. But if you format this, you're going to lose all that. So then you have blind spot collision warning chime. So if somebody ends up in your blind spot, it will give you a chime through the audio system. So like if you are leaving your lane and somebody's in your blind spot, you're going to get a chime. It's going to help you to avoid those situations. Now there is lights on the speakers on the left and right of my vehicle. They're little tiny red lights. So you can see it that way. And I've heard that in a future release in 2026.14, that there's going to be some way that the lighting in here will change whenever somebody is in your blind spot as well. So that's a pretty cool feature that might be coming. Then you have the blind spot warning light. That's that little light that's in the speakers. I mean, I would leave that on. You have the rear cross traffic chime. If somebody is walking behind your vehicle and you start moving, it's going to chime to let you know that you should stop. And then you have allow mobile access. You have valet mode, so you can actually put it in valet mode and put a pin in, and then the only way that the valet can drive your vehicle is if they know the valet mode pin. Then you have pin to drive, same thing. You can add that. That's another security feature. You have the glove box pin. Now these are not necessarily Sentry Mode related, but that's what these are in that same safety category. So I thought I would cover these while I'm here. Parental controls on and off. So parental controls on allows you to set speed limits, reduce acceleration, require safety features, and send curfew notifications, which if you have children in a Tesla, this is a good feature. And then speed limit mode, you can set like the max speed limit, and then you have some cabin overheat protection, automatic 911 calls, security alarms, park assist chimes, lower volumes in reverse, and Joe mode, which just basically reduces the sounds and noises in the rear seat and keeps them up front where you are. Now, this last thing under safety is a power off option. If you press this, it's basically going to let you power the vehicle completely down. And then once it's powered down, basically going to put your foot on the brake to turn the power back onto the vehicle. So I'm not sure why people would do this. I think it's like an attempt to reset the system to fix an issue. But honestly, I don't know that that fixes many things. So that's pretty much everything on that tab. Now, there's really not a whole lot else to tell you about Sentry Mode. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please comment, like, and subscribe. And if you are thinking about buying a Tesla, you can go to qcteslaguy.com. And if you use the referral button at the top of the page, that will get you 3 free months of full self-driving on top of the 1 month you get when you buy or lease a Tesla. If you haven't seen my previous video called Driving and Dining, and I went to Wilton, Iowa using full self-driving, it's just kind of a long drive through the country to some small towns. That's over there. And if you haven't seen my video about Let's Talk About FSD 14.3, you can click here. And remember to use technology to drive safe so that you can live life.